So let's chat Arsenal, who's been absolutely formidable this season, really, as it is coming into this weekend. Arsenal have taken the most points, as well as won the most games, scored the most goals, conceded the fewest. This is before the City game yesterday, of course. And it's a bit comparable to Manchester United in the sense of that rebuild post-Fergie, post-Arsene Wenger. And you look at the numbers this season, I think everyone would admit the power has now shifted over to Arsenal between these two sides.
Yeah, you'd have to say that. I mean, you say the power has shifted over, but Arsenal have got to go on and win a title or start to win trophies like Man United did for many years. So in saying the power has shifted over, I think more recently in performances, last couple of seasons, yeah, Arsenal are in a much better position than Man United. The rebuild, I think, has been a lot better. But you need time to rebuild, and you need people to stick with you. And Mikel Arteta had that in Edu, coming out and stating, listen, we're sticking with this manager when he was going through a tough time. The players, you know, you weren't seeing Arsenal players walking off the pitch with their hand over their mouth, having been beat 4-0 off Crystal Palace. You weren't seeing none of that. And sometimes that can be pivotal in a club sticking with a manager. I think what I seen was players passing the blame with Man United and almost saying, times may be comfort for Erik ten Hag to leave the football club.
How has Arsenal done this rebuild so much better, so much more effectively than Manchester United? Do they need someone like Ineos, who's been a big fan of the way Arsenal's done things, with the way that they rebuilt, to come out and back Erik ten Hag? Because his future has been a major talking point, distraction.
Yeah, I think, listen, with the ownership that has been resolved at Manchester United, they need to look at the likes of Arsenal, Manchester City, how they've done things, how they've gone about their work. And I think Franny's hit the nail on the head there. When Arsenal were having a little wobble, Edu comes out, backs the manager, sticks by him, makes strong decisions, and for the good of the football club, everybody working together, being all on the same page. And for a club to be successful, that's how it has to be. And if Manchester United are going to get to them levels and going to bridge the gap with Arsenal and Manchester City, who are setting the benchmark, then they need to take heed from that. And if they can do that, when the rebuild starts, everyone be on the same page, then they can move forward from there.
And I also think that the position what Brucey's talking about there, the position Man United are in at the minute, John Murta, I think, leaving the club, Jason Wilcox coming in, these are all people who are going to be pivotal in making decisions about Erik ten Hag's future. So they're not quite in place yet. Is Dan Ashworth joining the club? Is he not? No one really knows. I mean, that's not been spoken about too much recently. So all of these decisions, I think Ineos can't really come out until they get all the cards in order, you know, and sort of say this is the way we're going to move forward.
Once they get the individuals in place, we're talking like Dan Ashworth there, the Ineos group, Brailsford, obviously the owner that's come in.
Yeah.
I think once they get everybody in the right positions that they want, then they can start looking and making decisions on how it's going to affect the team and what's happening on the pitch.
Well, it's the starting 11 for Manchester United that's not going to give United fans a lot of confidence today, particularly not on that left-hand side. I haven't got a left-back to start with, first and foremost. And it's dangerous today because so much of Arsenal's attacking play is emphasised on that right-hand side. You look at these moments of Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, and they've taken their game to the next level individually and collectively as well, Frank.
Yeah, they're two top footballers, and what you find is when you have these top footballers playing together, there's always a partnership. I remember, obviously, you know, you think about a midfielder in Patrick Vieira feeding the ball to Robert Pires, people like Freddie Ljungberg. They create these partnerships, the top players, and Saka and Odegaard certainly got that. You watch on the pitch, they're always looking for each other. Formidable.
They are, and they've consistently done it all season. If Manchester United are going to get anything from the game today, the one thing that they're going to have to do is going to be a tall order, but they're going to have to defend well. And when you look at Dalot, Wan-Bissaka, they are good in 1v1 duels, and they'll need to be on their mettle today.
Well, Bukayo Saka has taken his game to the next level. 16 goals so far this season, his highest tally as well. Been nominated for Young Player of the Season, which seems a bit of a shame that he wasn't nominated for the main prize first and foremost. But how much has his game been taken to another level because of Odegaard as well, who's now playing with a bit more freedom, a bit more attacking, creative flair as well?
Yeah, I think the importance there is Declan Rice joining the club. Beast. You know, big, imposing, number 6, can go further forward. They have Partey there. It sort of took the shackles a bit off Odegaard. He can get closer to Saka. And as you said, Saka's took his game to a whole
They've got a nice
level.
blend, haven't they? When you speak about that, Rice, Partey, Odegaard, they complement each other really well. And obviously with the threat they've got in the front three, Saka included in that, you can understand why they've had a really good season.